So first game of today's episode is away to a side that are doing pretty well in their first season in the Premier League, Ipswich Town. Away from home to face them, like I said, in decent form. At one point, at one stage this season, very early on that was, they were very, very high up in the league table. Manchester City in the third kit today, or the away kit I think that is. City versus Ipswich. Here's Ipswich again coming forward. They've started really lively here. Can you miss the challenge? Chance for Ipswich! What a chance again. Two at the start of this one. Two big chances. You've got to check your chances against Manchester City. You really have to. The team of Ipswich is quality. This is a great chance here. It's just past the post. What a miss. City forward here. Here's Jeremy Frimpong. Ball through towards Doku. Can't find him. Haaland finds Doku in space here. Jeremy Doku! What a strike by Doku. Well, his goal scoring record at the moment is absolutely fantastic, Jeremy Doku. And he's done it again here today. City, the attack sort of looks like it's broke down with the ball through. It deflects back to Erling Haaland, who does turn from usual finisher to provider. Threads one through to Doku in space. And Jeremy Doku, what a hit that is. Off the post and in. Cracking strike from our goal machine this season. He's not scored as many as Erling Haaland, but boy, has he been a finisher. Plenty of goals from Doku. Him, De Bruyne and Haaland carrying the team in terms of goals. And that's another fantastic strike from Jeremy Doku. And another time we get to see him celebrate. Another fantastic goal. Half time. Manchester City lead away from home at Ipswich. We're into the second half. Olise from range. Tests the goalkeeper. Tries to bend onto the far post. Good save by the keeper. He's back out. Gutierrez has done really well with that one. Early on in the second half. Gutierrez pulls it back. Jeremy Doku. On towards Olise. Olise's second chance at it. Just past the post. Matheus Nunes, brilliant sliding challenge by Ipswich. We're going to come the other way now. And a ball through to Chaplin. Well, he's missed a few today. Chaplin, will he miss this one? He won't. Ipswich equalise against Manchester City. Against the run of play. And totally against the script. Ipswich pull one back. Brilliant strike from Connor Chaplin. Manchester City are level. Good finish by Chaplin. Good play by Ipswich. What a challenge on Matheus Nunes. That is a sliding one. Full-blooded. City out position. And Chaplin hits it hard and true past Edison. Here's Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester City. Lucas Paquetá running by Doku. Paquetá finds him. Jeremy Doku! Straight the keeper comes back to Doku. Well, things are just falling his way at the moment, Jeremy Doku. He cannot stop scoring. And he scored his second of the game today. Manchester City 2, Ipswich 1. Great play by Paquetá once again. Found by De Bruyne. Nice ball through the outside of the boot to Doku. The first shot is feeble, but the second one he lifts it over the goalkeeper. It's clever, it's smart, and it's a great finish by Jeremy Doku to give Manchester City a 2-1 lead back in front after Ipswich's goal. And that's a deserving goal for City. It's really good play by Paquetá and a nice finish by Doku. Here's Frimpong driving forward for City. Frimpong. Haaland runs off. Haaland peeled into a bit of space here, Erling Haaland. It's a simple finish for Manchester City's striking Viking. Erling Haaland makes it 3-1 Manchester City. And a great goal from Haaland to give City a 3-1 lead. He just peels off the defender. Jeremy Frimpong, the fullback who's bombing forward, sees the chance. Late one on De Bruyne there to get away with. Great bit of peeling off by Haaland to run away from the defender. And it's an easy left-footed finish, and his strong foot just puts it into the near post. No chance to the goalkeeper from that sort of range against Erling Haaland. The best one-on-one finish you'd say in world football. Kevin De Bruyne. City looking for more. Doku. Haaland on the turn. Haaland on the turn with the right foot. 4-1 Manchester City. Well, certainly improving our goal difference. We've got to keep right on the tail of Tottenham Hotspur at top of the Premier League table. We've been so good this season. So many 1-0 wins for Spurs. They just seem to be so solid defensively. They're not scoring at a high rate, but they're defending at a wonderful rate. Manchester City, much more prolific in front of goal. Sometimes we do miss our chances, don't we? The header forward here by Vardiel. Falls to De Bruyne. Easily route through to Doku, and Haaland on the turn. His weaker right foot catches it so well. And he puts it past the Ipswich goalkeeper into the back of the net. That gives Manchester City a 4-1 lead here at Ipswich. This is a great finish late on by Erling Haaland. Well, full time at Ipswich. They fall to the mighty Manchester City. A 4-1 win for the side from Manchester. Goals from Erling Haaland and Jeremy Doku make the difference for this Manchester City side. At the moment, it seemed to be an emphatic goal-scoring form. Other results around the Premier League, you can see Manchester United have drawn 0-0 with Everton, but the main one is Spurs, and Spurs have dropped points. Massive for us. Spurs drop points. Villa beat Chelsea 2-0, Arsenal beat West Ham United 3-0, but Spurs drop points. We still feel like we're so far off them though, don't we? On 26 to their 34. Villa above us still on 26 as well, ahead purely on goal difference. Some more Premier League action now for Manchester City as they take on Southampton at home at the Etihad Stadium. The newly promoted side take on a Manchester City side that at the moment are in fantastic form. Led out by Ruben Diaz, the captain. They're led out by Stuart Armstrong, their captain, with a few former Manchester City players in the Southampton starting 11. Here's De Bruyne, a little backheel into Doku. De Bruyne makes a great run. Kevin De Bruyne shoots. Kevin De Bruyne. What a strike from KDB. Into the bottom corner. Manchester City lead after 10 minutes here at the Etihad Stadium. Kevin De Bruyne with a simple strike. Kovacic works it into De Bruyne. Backheel into Doku, and then he finds himself in space. They stand off him, and you cannot give De Bruyne an inch of space, can you? They do in their own box, and De Bruyne dispatches his strike and his finish into the bottom bottom left-hand corner, right-hand corner, depending which side he sat at it. It's a very good finish from De Bruyne. City lead by 1-0. Here's De Bruyne. Great little flicking behind towards Doku. What a find, Doku. Doku scores again, does Jeremy Doku. 2-0 Manchester City. And he just keeps scoring. Brilliant play from Doku. Manchester City 2-0 up within 16 minutes here at the Etihad Stadium. Really, really good performance. De Bruyne through. Doku onto the end of it. Jeremy Doku skips inside. Could have gone to Haaland, but he goes to that bottom corner. And at the moment, in front of goal, Jeremy Doku, you're back him nearly every time. This is a fantastic ball through by De Bruyne. The Belgian connection they have on this left-hand side. Great pass through. You're not catching Doku, Jack Stevens. And Jeremy Doku makes it 2-0 City. And the second half is underway at the Etihad. João Neves in towards Phil Foden. Great find to Erling Haaland here. He uses strength against Issa Kabore. Great start to the second half for Pep Guardiola's Manchester City that make it 3-0. Well, it looks like it's going to be a smashing for Southampton today. It looks like they're in big trouble. Good play by City around the midfield. João Neves finds Foden in space. Plays it through to Foden. Foden plays through to Haaland, who's pressed by Nathan Wood. I think it is, or it could be Taylor Howard-Bellis. City in space. City score. Manchester City make it 3-0. Vardiol driving forward, the Croatian from fullback here. Vardiol into Haaland here. It's surely 4-0. It is 4-0. Erling Haaland finished off the chance. 4-0 Manchester City. Great play by Joško Vardiol. From fullback down his far side. Dribbles his way through. Pokes one through to Haaland, who smashes it into the roof of the net. Absolutely brilliant finish. Really good finish by Haaland. But great play. Here he's up Michael OLISE. Into Kovacic. Kovacic with a strike. Palmed away by McCarthy. On by Kabore. Full-time whistle goes. Manchester City 4. Southampton 0. City keep up this spectacular Premier League form we're in at the moment. Picking up wins and scoring plenty of goals. Well, Manchester City win 4-0 against Southampton. United beat Leicester. Liverpool beat Everton. Aston Villa go on to beat Brighton by 3-0. And Tottenham Hotspur drop points again. A 1-1 draw with Fulham. City and Villa both, and Liverpool actually, maybe even Arsenal as well, started to close in on the league leaders, Tottenham Hotspur. Well, the action-packed Premier League running continues. This time, Manchester City go away to London Stadium to face West Ham United. The West Ham United, a good side, a strong side. Former player Lucas Paquetá does not start for Manchester City. And neither, of course, Calvin Phillips, who did spend a loan at West Ham United at the end of last season. He's joined Newcastle, in fact, in a permanent deal. City versus West Ham. Here's Vardiol driving from fullback. Well, it worked in the previous one. And Vardiol keeps going here. And there's Joško Vardiol into Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne with an early chance. 12th minute goal for Manchester City. Assist comes from Joško Vardiol at fullback. Driving forward from fullback. Playing the ball through just like he did for Erling Haaland the previous game. This time it is number 17, Kevin De Bruyne on the end of it. And City take the lead at London Stadium through Kevin De Bruyne. Really good finish, good play. Vardiol drives. Vardiol shrugs off the challenges. Off Brownhill, through to De Bruyne. Nice finish at the near post. Past Lukasz Fabianski. Still at West Ham United. Still one of the key players there as the goalkeeper. Great play from Vardiol. What a bit of running from the fullback. And Kevin De Bruyne makes no mistake in dispatching that one in the far left-hand corner. City take the lead. Here's Bernardo Silva onto Vardiol. Manchester City could double lead before half-time. Vardiol through to De Bruyne on a ball. It's Kevin De Bruyne to Erling Haaland. 2-0 Manchester City. Well, only 2 chances in this game, but 2 goals. Manchester City double the lead through Erling Haaland. An assist for De Bruyne. Joško Vardiol from fullback at the heart of everything again. Great play from Vardiol once more. Found by Bernardo Silva. Once again he goes through to De Bruyne. That ball in behind. He sets up Haaland for an absolute tap-in. Manchester City take a 2-0 lead at the London Stadium. What a performance so far for City, who are just in blistering form in the Premier League. No one seems to get anywhere near us. And we are in front by 2-0 against a very good West Ham United side. I am very impressed with the performance. I'm very impressed how we're doing. And that is right in the stroke of half-time. As the half-time whistle goes and Manchester City go in at the break with a 2-goal lead. West Ham United. Bergwijn. Chance for West Ham. Saved by a lag of Ederson. Big chance for Greek striker Palvidis. Bergwijn works it wide to Ward-Prowse. Nice ball through. Back to Bergwijn. It deflects to Palvidis. And it's the outstretched left foot of Ederson that keeps that one from going in the back of the net. That is full time at London Stadium. West Ham United 0. Manchester City 2. Another 3 points for the title chasers. Manchester City hot on the heels of Tottenham Hotspur and Aston Villa. We'll have Spurs drop points. That's the big one. Newcastle draw 0-0. Liverpool win 4-0. Villa win 3-1. Spurs win 4-0. A big 4-0 win over Brentford for Spurs. Arsenal win. United beat Chelsea by 1-0. Chelsea are doing really badly down in 11th place. But it's Spurs still top on 38. Us and Villa on 32. Liverpool 31. Arsenal 29. Well, Manchester City already through in the Champions League. So are Atletico Madrid. So Pep Guardiola puts out a heavily rotated side here in Spain. Stefan Ortega starts and goal with the likes of Rico Lewis, Micah Hamilton and others in there. João Neves, Oscar Bob, all starting for Manchester City today. Their chance to get involved in the team and in a game, in a big Champions League fixture, which in the end doesn't matter whether City win or lose. They'll still finish top of the group. Long ball forward by Aleti. Headed down by Antoine Griezmann. It taken on the chest brilliantly into Alvaro Morata. Morata with an early strike. Ake can't stop it. What a start here in Spain, in the capital, Madrid, for Atletico. Brilliant bit of play by Alvaro Morata. It's taken down by Griezmann on the chest. Finds Morata. And he uses physicality really well to get away from Nathan Ake. Manu Akanji thinks he should do way better aerially there. Morata muscles out Nathan Ake. Finds the bottom corner. Stefan Ortega can't keep it out. Manchester City behind in the Spanish capital. It's Atletico Madrid that take the lead. Well, there, Morata seems to roll it. Ake falls over his own feet. And Morata gives Atleti the lead here. Here's Griezmann, lovely little back heel into Alvaro Morata. What a save by the keeper Ortega. What a save. Kovacic lost out to Morata here. Morata in. Griezmann with a header. Saved onto the crossbar by Stefan Ortega Moreno. What a brilliant save that is. Tackled here. Morata away. Ball goes in. On a plate for Griezmann. Ortega tips it onto the bar. What a save. Well, Joel Ndala is going to make his Manchester City debut on for Micah Hamilton. Throwing for Manchester City. Rico Lewis, Hamilton with a nice little flick. Oh, Joel Ndala, nice little flick into Phil Foden. Through to Mateo Kovacic. Big save by Jan Oblak. And away by Aleti. That was a great chance here. Joel Ndala in towards Oscar Bob. Nice flick round the corner. Foden over the top. Big save by Jan Oblak. Foot and arm combined to get that one away. Here's Phil Foden. Nice feet. Rico Lewis back to Phil Foden. Alvarez makes a run here. He's got Ndala at the far post here. Alvarez finds him! Joel Ndala, goal for Manchester City. And it's his Manchester City debut for youngster 19-year-old Joel Ndala, who on his debut in a Champions League game at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano against Atletico Madrid gets his first Manchester City goal on his debut. Brilliant from Joel Ndala. Goes round to that far post. It's good play by City. It's a nice ball by Phil Foden. Found perfectly by Alvarez, and Ndala sliding in there, stretching, doing everything to get in the end of that one. Does get in the end of that one. And Manchester City equalise here in Madrid. And it's a brilliant goal by Joel Ndala. Late on now. Can I let him get the 3 points? Morata, Griezmann, Antoine Griezmann! What a strike by the Frenchman. Well, late on, Atletico Madrid find what could be and what should be the winner. Antoine Griezmann played in. Brilliant strike by a legend of this club here in Spain. An absolutely top quality player. Maybe one of the most underrated players we've ever seen in world football. So good. And that is great play by Griezmann. Found by Alvaro Morata. And he puts his left foot through it with some venom, with some power. And the pace of the strike just means Ortega Moreno can't react in time. What a hit from Griezmann. Makes no mistake with that one. Manchester City behind. Atletico Madrid 2. Manchester City 1. Looks like City will have a defeat here in Madrid. Mighty player on the back. Full-time whistle goes. First defeat of our Champions League campaign. Our perfect record now dented by a 2-1 defeat in a dead rubber, but still might harm the momentum. Atletico Madrid 2, Manchester City 1. Well, into the Champions League. Let's have a look through the results. Tottenham have won against Bayer Leverkusen by 1-0 on match day 6. PSG lose to Bilbao. Arsenal draw Bayern. So, Group A, Spurs go through to the next round alongside Sporting on goal difference. Galatasaray drop to the Europa League. Bayer Leverkusen, surprisingly, despite all the quality in their squad, they have been robbed of their team and their players who've moved all over the place. Bayer Leverkusen are out. Us and Atletico Madrid go through. Borussia Dortmund finished third. And into the Europa League, it's Zagreb that are knocked out of the Champions League. Leipzig and Girona are through. Juventus into the Europa League due to goal difference, or head-to-head actually against Girona. And it's Shakhtar Donetsk who are knocked out. Nice and Feyenoord through. Wow, it is Inter Milan. Inter are knocked out to the Europa League. PSG and Bilbao go through. Athletic Club. It is PSV into the Europa League. And Young Boys knocked out of the Champions League. Milan and Real Madrid go through. Milan finishing top, Madrid second. That means we could draw them in the next stage of the Champions League. Benfica into the Europa League. Partizan Belgrade are out. Into Group G, it's Barcelona and Liverpool through. Barcelona finishing top of their group on goal difference. Fenerbahce into the Europa League. Celtic with 6 defeats, no points, are knocked out. And it's Arsenal go through ahead of Bayern Munich. Bayern go through second. Fiorentina into the Europa League. And Copenhagen also the same results to Celtic. No points, they are out. Well, final game of today's episode is Manchester City at home at the Etihad, taking on the mighty Arsenal. Arsenal, a very good side, and it will take a big performance today for City to get 3 points against Mikel Arteta's side. Martin Odegaard, the Arsenal captain, leads out this Arsenal side. David Raya in goal. They've got William Saliba there as well in the back line alongside Gabriel. Some real quality players in this Arsenal side. Manny Akanji gets the nod for Pep Guardiola's side alongside Kyle Walker in the back line with Nathan Ake and Ruben Diaz. It's Roger Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden in the midfield 3 with Jeremy Doku, Lucas Paquetá and Erling Haaland the front 3. As for Arsenal, Kai Havertz starts for the side from North London. They've got Saka in there, Martinelli in there. Some really high quality players. Who will come out with 3 points? Well, City higher in the league. Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko on their return today to the Etihad. Once again, not the first time, certainly won't be the last. Here is Kyle Walker, works it wide towards Phil Foden. Foden with the ball behind to Walker, good running in the overlapping. Walker into it, Erling Haaland! It's off the post by the Norwegian. Cracks the post with power. And well done Akanji defensively there. Second half underway. Nathan Ake flicks one through to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo pulls it back to Nathan Ake. Looking for someone on the edge of the box. In Lucas Paquetá. Paquetá with a touch. Left-footed strike by Paquetá. It's the second time today that City cracked the upright. The post in the way between City taking the lead. Lucas Paquetá can't finish it off. It's a counter for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus. And great defending by City again. Ruben Diaz. Good win back. Alvarez back into Phil Foden. Options. Haaland's one of them. Foden over top to Lucas Paquetá. Saved by Raya. How has he saved that one over the mark? What a save by David Raya. Little lifted, lofted, whatever you want to call it, flick pass by Phil Foden. Paquetá hits it. What a save by David Raya. Up and over the bar. Keeps Arsenal in level terms here at the Etihad. Corner ball. Julian Alvarez over this one. Alvarez swings it in. Diaz on. Lucas Paquetá. City take the lead at the Etihad. We're 1-0 up against Arsenal. And Paquetá gets another really important goal for himself. What a sign he has been. Creatively brilliant. But also in front of goal. He's got plenty of important goals. This one is a crossing by Alvarez. It's flicked on by Ruben Diaz. And then there is Lucas Paquetá. Alive to the situation. Left-footed volley. Pass Ryan into the bottom corner. Beats Tomiyasu as well and City take the lead. Well, full time at the Etihad. Manchester City 1. Arsenal 0. City get 3 points. City break down that solid defence of Saliba and Gabriel. Saka was quiet. Arsenal quiet all round. City defensively, Akanji was absolutely monstrous. Arsenal could not get him behind our back line. City dominate. City get all 3 points. Well, Manchester City end the episode with a big result over Arsenal, 1-0 win. Everton win 2-0 against Ipswich. Wolves have won. Newcastle have lost to West Ham United, but it's the other teams in around us we're more worried about. We've beaten one in Arsenal here today. But what about the other teams? Well, how have they done? That is worth checking. Tottenham Hotspur is the big one we're worried about, isn't it? Because they are the team we have been struggling against. So match day 17. How have Tottenham done, considering that Leicester have drawn 2-2 with Bournemouth, Everton have won 2-0 against Ipswich, Wolves 1-0 over Southampton, West Ham 1-0 over Newcastle? Those results are irrelevant to us, aren't they? Because we aren't worried about the Spurs result. That is the one we are worried about. Well, Spurs draw 0-0 with Aston Villa. Big result for us, two teams just above us. And that means that Manchester City now are within touching distance of Spurs. Please like the video if you aren't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. This title race is really hotting up between us, Villa, Spurs and Liverpool. And we'll see you guys next time.